Good morning, everyone. This is your news today, streaming on 9 Now and YouTube. Here are the stories making headlines this Tuesday. Coalition crisis talks. Susan Lee and David Littleproud take the first steps towards reunification. Plus, Grammys gaffe. Why President Trump is threatening to sue Trevor Noah. And goodbye sausage rolls, hello sushi. You won't believe what kids are now ordering at the tuck shop.
It's very popular these days. Well, first up, Pollies are back to school as well, returning to Canberra for the official start of Parliament for 2026. Also today, economists are predicting the Reserve Bank will raise interest rates, potentially putting more pressure on household budgets. Let's go live now to Amanda Kopp in Canberra. Amanda, good morning to you. Day one for Parliament, but the Liberals and the Nationals, they're yet to mend their split.
Yeah, good morning, Sarah. Despite a meeting last night between the party leaders Susan Lee and David Littleproud, they still haven't managed to get the relationship back together. Not a good outcome for their teams because many MPs say the parties will always be stronger together. Now, Nationals leader David Littleproud is demanding that the three senators who resigned and kicked this whole coalition split off in the first place, he wants them to be reinstated and for the Nationals to have more freedom to vote differently from the Liberals. Some pretty big asks when there's this much bad blood in the water, Sarah.
Yeah, David Littleproud will be joining us a little bit later. Meanwhile, Amanda, it's a nervous wait for households as the Reserve Bank is potentially going to raise rates today. That seems to be what's happening.
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. That's what economists are predicting, which is bad news for households that are struggling to pay the mortgage already. The RBA meets at 2:30 this afternoon, and predictions are that they could raise rates above the current 3.6% to try and push back against rising inflation. If they do raise rates, it's not a good look for Treasurer Jim Chalmers, who said that Labor was trying to get inflation under control. Sarah?
He also joins us a bit later in the show. Amanda, thank you.
Police and volunteers in Victoria's High Country will begin day two of a renewed search for fugitive Desi Freeman. Let's go live to Gillian Lantouris in Paulpunka. Gillian, good morning to you. Authorities believe the accused cop killer is dead.
Yes, Carl, they say that if he is in the Mount Buffalo Park, he is likely dead. And that is because there's just been no proof of life since the 26th of August when he allegedly gunned down those two police officers and injured a third. They say they are keeping an open mind whether he is being harboured by someone else or he's going it alone on the run. But again, there's just been no sign of him. Today, they will begin that second day of the renewed search for him in the Mount Buffalo National Park. And that's all based on intelligence, based on a gunshot heard about 2 hours after the fatal shooting. They will resume that search at about 7 o'clock at first light in the hopes they just find some sort of trace of him. Carl?
Gillian, thank you. Police are now looking into their own actions in the lead up to Julian Ingram's alleged triple murder in central New South Wales. The circumstances surrounding the 37-year-old's access to firearms, his relationship with Sophie Quinn and his history of alleged domestic violence will all be looked at.
Fresh information has come forward and it's given me reason to believe that the matter needs to be further investigated, hence my reason for creating a critical incident investigation.
Police believe Ingram may have been spotted at a rural property 3 kilometres south of Mount Hope last weekend. While tough conditions in the region, as authorities believe he is getting help to remain in hiding. Residents near a bushfire burning south of Adelaide are being urged to prepare to leave as a watch and act fire burns. The blaze at Deep Creek is right now under control, but conditions are continuing to change.
It's a very, very dangerous fire and it is moving fast.
Homes are under threat as the fire burns through 900 hectares of land.
Boxing champion and former NRL player Anthony Mundine has been convicted of 5 driving-related offences. According to the Australian, Mundine was caught driving an unregistered white Holden Commodore in Sydney's south without a valid driver's licence on December 10 last year. He says he plans to challenge the convictions. Victorian general practitioners are being handed the keys to the diagnostic process, moving ADHD care into the local doctor's office. Let's go live now to Kiara Parker in Melbourne. Kiara, good morning to you. This move brings Victoria in line with other states.
Yeah, this is similar to plans announced in New South Wales, WA and South Australia last year, and families have been calling for this to make it easier. A diagnosis for ADHD here generally requires a specialist. That can cost more than $2,000 in out-of-pocket expenses, as well as making it more affordable, allowing GPs to diagnose and treat ADHD. The reforms the Premier will announce today will cut wait times. People are waiting 6 to 12 months for a diagnosis. So as well as the cost and the wait times, it's a real barrier to people seeking help. Initially, 150 GPs in Victoria will receive accredited training by September.
Kiara, thank you.
Israel's military has carried out a series of airstrikes in villages in southern Lebanon, targeting what it says is Hezbollah military infrastructure. The operation followed a warning for residents to evacuate the areas ahead of the strike, where casualties have been reported. US President Donald Trump is threatening legal action against Grammys host Trevor Noah after this joke.
Song of the Year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish. Wow. That is a Grammy that every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland, which makes sense. I mean, because Epstein's island is gone, he needs a new one to hang out with Bill Clinton, so...
Let's go live to Hannah Sinclair in Washington, D.C. Hannah, the president wasn't exactly laughing along with everyone else, huh?
No, he wasn't, Carl. Good morning. Donald Trump unleashing on Truth Social and threatening to sue Trevor Noah, posting, "Noah, a total loser, better get his facts straight and get them straight fast. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC and suing him for plenty." The latest drop of Epstein files revealing the convicted pedophile may have had a secret child. A bombshell email apparently sent by the former Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, in 2011, saying, "Heard from the Duke that you have had a baby boy. Congratulations." Carl, if this is true, it would mean Epstein's secret son is now 14 years old.
Hannah, thank you.
Vast bushfires have continued to tear through Argentina's south, blanketing Patagonia National Park in thick smoke and threatening huge stretches of native wilderness. Fire crews have been working to extinguish the fast-moving blaze that has already scorched more than 40,000 hectares through the region. Thousands of residents and tourists have been forced to flee. Australian tourists hoping to get a look at one of Italy's most famous landmarks are now set to pay a little more to get up close. The City of Rome has introduced a new €2 fee to visit the Trevi fountain during peak daylight hours, hoping to ease crowds around the iconic spot. Officials say the small charge will help protect the fountain and keep one of the world's most beloved backdrops looking its best. Final preparations are underway for the Winter Olympics across northern Italy, with Milan glowing under colourful projections and sparkling light displays. Security has stepped up checks across game venues, with dog units and bomb disposal crews running safety checks. Meanwhile, the Olympic torch is cruising through its final relay stages on a boat across beautiful Lake Como ahead of the opening ceremony at San Siro Stadium not long now.
Gosh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's not an ugly country.
Every corner of Italy is just spectacular. Well, sushi and butter chicken are fast becoming the new favourites in Australian school canteens as kids swap traditional pies for more global flavours. Demand for Korean-inspired food has also surged, fuelled by the viral K-pop Demon Hunters craze.
What happened to salami, says?
I know.
Well, chicken nuggets remain the overall king of the tuck shop. Poor
Yes.
parents are increasingly turning to online apps to save over hundreds of hours of lunch prep a year. It's like that.
How good are nuggets? Glad they're still king.
That was your take.
Chef's
You
kiss.
can't beat pies and sausage rolls in a move, like a chalky milk.
Oh, yeah, no, all that stuff's
Perfect.
out.
Yum.
That's out.
Let's take a look at the weather across the country for you now, and a break from the heat across the east today, with windy and cloudy conditions along the coastline.
Temperatures in the mid-20s for Brisbane, Sydney and Canberra, while Melbourne, Adelaide and Perth will see temps in the low 30s.